Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ashland Middle School for Ashland Legion Post 77 baseball. As today, Post 77 takes on Newton Post 440 here on this Tuesday evening. Tom Nappy alongside Larry Sacklat on the call, Nick Cunningham on camera. This is Ashland Legion Baseball on HCAM in Hopkinton, WACA TV in Ashland, and HCAT in Holliston. As stepping in is James O'Connor to start things off for Newton. He is the pitcher for Newton. And on the mound for Post 77 is Louis Dennison. Dylan Ibbotson behind home plate, wind up and the pitch, fouled away. Tyler Dawsis at first base, Mason Dushney at second base, Connor Cohen at the shortstop, Shea Donovan at third base. From left to right, Matt Neal, Sam Farrell, and Nick Calabrese for the undefeated 6-0 Post 77 team. Dennison set to deliver. Foul tip.
Taking a look at the defense for Ashland, the undefeated Ashland Sevens. Shea Donovan at third, Connor Cower at short, Mason Dushney at second base, Tyler Dawsis over at first, left to right, Matt Neal, Sam Farrell, Nick Calabrese, and it's strike three. We have Ibbotson catching Dennison tonight.
Michael Larry will step in. We just got the Newton lineup, so we'll get you that as soon as we can.
I believe it's Leary without the O.
You are correct.
Makes a difference, you know.
Well, Larry, if you could send that over to me, that would be great.
Oh. I will do that thusly.
That pitch fouled away by the lefty. Post 77 and Newton met up before, and what was a rain-shortened game.
Oh, was it ever.
I understand you were at that one, Larry, and had all kinds of fun.
I was hiding under the roof of the dugout.
Line up in the pitch,
Watch
and that's
out.
a
Heads
rocket.
up.
Look out.
There's a little bit of action in that game, but not long enough to even come close to an official game. Post 440 is located in the Nonantham section of Newton. They've got a... Oh,
that hit him.
He's all right. They have a beautiful post for everything. Weddings, bar mitzvahs, you name it, they can hold it there. It's huge.
I'll bring up Nick Hotfuel. I believe that's how you say his name.
Yeah, last week I thought it was Falconer, but whatever. The next hitter is easier. And coming from Newton, if you made the Post 440 baseball team, you were somebody. It was that competitive.
We have been a competitive program for quite a while. There's a strike. Runner with a slight lead at first as Dennison deals. Hit in the air over to left field and caught. No, it's dropped. And everybody's going to be safe. Or are they? Slide into second. He's out. So Larry hesitated going to second base thinking it was going to be caught, and they end up getting him.
Well, he had to play it halfway because it looked like he was going to be caught.
Right.
So he sort of got caught.
I'll bring up Jack Dietz.
Oh, boy. Ashland outfield is excellent, and they don't drop many balls.
Actually, this is Caleb Goldston at the plate.
Goldstein. I correct you.
And the manager, Kenneth Leary, out to talk to the umpire about that out call.
And that's Jim Whalen out there doing the bases.
Mike Whalen.
Oh, Mike Whalen. Oh, that
One
stroke.
of the best in the business.
That stroke I had, oh my God. This kid's a good hitter.
Dennison takes a look and deals, fouled away. Dennison working from the stretch. Wind up and the pitch. Just a little bit outside there. A cloudy day today. Temperatures in the 70s, lower 70s. And hopefully we'll see the sun someday soon.
Yeah, this July has been kind of crazy.
Certainly has.
Record-setting rain.
And it has not been a fun situation for Legion baseball. There was a late start to the season due to the high school season running a week late. And the rain has thrown a lot of things off. There's a strike. 2-2.
Last week in June was blistering heat. Every day in the 90s. Heat wave.
And this is hit in the air right to the shortstop for the third out. We will head to the bottom of the first. You are tuned in to Ashland Legion Baseball on HCAM, WACA TV, or HCAT in Holliston. We are ready for the bottom of the first inning. Ashland Post 77 coming to the plate. Let's take a look at the Ashland batting order, who today will be facing James O'Connor. Sam Farrell is playing center field and leading things off. Mason Dushney, the second baseman, hitting second. Matt Neal, the left fielder, hitting third. Dom Cavanaugh hitting cleanup. He's the DH tonight. Shea Donovan, the third baseman, hitting fifth. Tyler Dossis, the first baseman, hitting sixth. Connor Cohen, the shortstop, hitting seventh. Dylan Ibbotson, the catcher, hitting eighth. Nick Calabrese, the right fielder, hitting ninth. Louis Dennison, the pitcher.
Sam Farrell has been killing the ball all season. And O'Connor, during warm-up, looked pretty darn good, if you want my opinion. Ashland coming off a 1-0 13-inning affair Saturday. Ball inside. 13 innings, Tom.
That is quite a game, I must say. But Ashland did get the win in that.
Oh, boy.
Nice walk-off win.
They were the home team, and Tyler Dossis went the full 9.
Wow. He is certainly going to be heavily relied upon this season. Newton is 2-3 overall. And this is launched up the left side. That'll trickle in for a base hit. Farrell is aboard with a leadoff single. That'll bring up Mason Dushney.
Everything is hard off Sam Farrell's bat this year. Everything. And you know he's that threat to steal.
He certainly is.
So we'll see what Devlin has for a gun. And Jake Obid, true to form, is an aggressive manager of guys on base. Look at that greedy lead he's got over there with a lefty.
Up high. Rowan Devlin, the catcher, takes a sharp look towards first base.
Jake Obid coaching third, and Ronan Bates, an alumni, coaching first.
Right up in the pitch. outside. James O'Connor on the mound for Newton. Rowan Devlin, the catcher. Mitchell Weixler is at first base. Theodore McCarty is at second base. Checking at first, runner back safe. Over at shortstop, it's Nick Hotfuel. Third baseman, James Connor.
I know you saw O'Connor and Connor, so it's
James
CA.
Canner, excuse me. Runner taking off, Farrell to second. Slides in, and he is safe. From left to right, it is James Bombara, Michael Leary, and Caleb Goldstein. And this is up the right side, gloved by the second baseman, throw to first. They got him. Farrell advances to third.
This game was a washout, to put it mildly, the last time they were down here. The skies just opened up, and 10 minutes later we were running for the cars. And they had a washout in Newton after post 77 jumped on Newton for 6 runs. And they had the long car ride home.
Yeah, they've been trying to squeeze these games in this year with the shortened season. Matt Neal, a .421 batting average so far. And he puts this one up the middle, gloved by the shortstop. Throw to first, off the mark, and a run scores. And Neal is going to be rewarded second base.
Just going to take off his mittens. And Mike Whalen gives him second base.
So Neal reaches on the error. 1-0 Ashland with 1 out in the bottom of the first. Tom Cavanaugh to the plate. Or make that Tyler Dossis to the plate.
Coach Obed was out here an hour before the game trying to scarify the infield dirt. And no matter what you do with this infield dirt, Tom, we've been doing this for 3 or 4 years, there are gremlins there that you can't see.
There certainly is.
Home team, doesn't matter.
Looks like we might have had a late change in the batting order. Tyler Dossis at the plate.
Well, we shall see. Yeah, switch Dossis for Kavanaugh. Donovan, excuse me.
Dossis for Cavanaugh. You had it.
No, I'm sorry.
Line up and the pitch. It'll be Dossis, Donovan, and Cavanaugh.
Right, there we go. All those D's confuse me.
That pitch up high. Line up and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Hard swing there by Dossis. 2-2.
He doesn't get cheated at anything. When he throws a baseball up the mound, all effort. He's been hit the bejeebies out of the ball this year as well.
Runner taking off from second as this is popped up. Runner will retreat. Foul territory, and it's out of play. Dossis, a .286 batting average on the season, .375 on base percentage, 4 doubles to his credit, 4 RBIs, and 8 runs scored. Leg lift and the pitch. And this is fisted in the air, foul territory out of play.
I didn't say he's been hitting for average, but when he hits the ball, he's been creaming it.
Great all-around player. Had a huge role in the Massachusetts Independent Baseball League championship run last year. There's no official Legion baseball, but independent leagues took place. Line up and the pitch. And he draws the walk. 2 on with 1 out and a run already in.
Big lefty out there. He's got some velocity, but if he settles down, should be okay.
Shea Donovan steps in with a 3.08 average, and this gets by the catcher. Both runners will advance. Gossess up to second, Neal up to third. Shea Donovan, 3.08, 471 on base percentage. Two RBIs to his credit, 4 runs scored. Swing and a miss. A little tip there.
Umpire going to give the catcher a little bit of time. It may have went off his shoulder.
Post 77, very busy this week. Actually, after they're done here, they'll be heading to Hopkinton High School for a 8 o'clock game, I've been told. Unfortunately, we won't be able to cover that one tonight.
Under the lights, too.
Yep, but they will be in action every day this week, actually.
Really?
We'll have coverage of Wednesday and Friday's home games. There's a strike. And hopefully the weather will cooperate. The zone tournament's supposed to start as early as this weekend, as there's a strikeout out number 2. And that's going to bring up Connor Cohen. And this is going to get by the catcher. Runner trying to score, and he will. Matt Neal comes around.
Close play.
It certainly was. Neal just able to get the hand in there. It is a 2-0 post 77 lead. Up high.
Cowan's been playing an excellent shortstop this year for the Sevens. Takes a strike.
One of the new additions to the team.
Doesn't make you forget about Jackson Hornung, but a solid shortstop is gold.
Swing and a miss. Well, looks like Dom Cavanaugh was a late scratch today, or at least for this game. He could be playing later tonight.
Well, he pitched 4 innings on Saturday. Is today Tuesday? Yeah. I don't think he's available.
He was originally listed as the first baseman. This hit in the air, high in the air, towards center field. It is caught for the third out. We will head to the top of the second, post 77, leading it 2-0 on WACA TV, HCAM, and HCAT. Top of the second inning, a 2-0 post 77 lead as James Bombara steps in. Bombara, the left fielder, takes ball 1.
I believe he was playing third base when the rains came the last time. Because they have actual names on the back of their uniforms.
What do you know? The third time these teams have met this season. Well, at least cloudy skies and hopefully no rain, but not the nicest weather.
It's a little moist. A little moist, a little humid.
Yeah, humidity certainly has picked up a little bit.
Yeah.
And that'll get away. Louis Dennison this season has thrown 6 1/3 of an inning. 2 wins, no losses, and a 0 ERA.
Yeah. It's nice to see Dom Cavanaugh sitting out today's game and getting a sandwich delivered to him by his parents. Mom and Dad bring him down a brown bagger.
2-1.
Thought about it. Checked his swing. We got fans out. Oh, overflow crowd out in left field.
And that's foul.
Okay.
Dennison deals. And there's a walk.
That underhand delivery, if he's not spot on, he's going to be wide, inside or outside.
Rowan Devlin, the catcher, steps in. Dennison checks in, runner back safe.
I think he slipped on the rubber there a little bit.
They had to do quite a bit of infield treatment to get this game in.
You're not kidding.
Foul tip.
Did you see last night's home run derby?
I did see some bits and pieces of it.
The polar bear, he can hit home runs. Wow.
Certainly can. Runner back safe.
It was supposed to be the Shatani show. Shotani, whatever.
And there's a swing and a miss. Ball gets away. Runner at first advances.
I got to give that a strikeout and a pass ball.
I agree. Well, it's not a strikeout.
No?
Devlin's still at the plate. I believe it is 1-2.
Oh, okay. I
They
thought
get
I saw him
2
head
and
back
2.
to the dugout. My bad.
Dennison takes a look at second and deals. That one was close. Line up and the pitch.
This field won't take much water if it starts to rain a little bit, but the Hopkins and Turf field will last for a lot longer.
Dennison deals, swing and a miss. And he gets the strikeout.
I told you.
2 away. That'll bring up Mitchell Weixler, the first baseman. Excuse me, 1 away. Theodore McCafferty at the plate. Dennison looks at second and deals, swing and a miss.
He was on the mound when the rains came last week.
Wind up and the pitch. Down low.
Give you an idea how much baseball is sort of going by the wayside. Newton used to have 5 little leagues. 5. They're down to 3.
Wow. And that is right back at Dennison. Picked up by the shortstop. Throw to first. Off the mark. Everybody's safe. That was just an unfortunate situation there.
The ball just died on the infield. It was hard hit. But as soon as it hit the grass, it didn't do what it normally does.
I think I'm going to give that a single.
You gotta.
That'll bring up Mitch Wakesler, first baseman today. There's a strike.
The big target for Dennison. You know, these AAU programs, travel programs that cost about $3,000 a year per player, are really killing the youth leagues.
Yeah, they certainly have had quite an impact. Swing and a miss there.
You have a lousy little league team, doesn't want to make you improve your skills to get to the next level when they have the elite teams in town.
Swing and a miss.
Little wrinkle for Louis.
Thought it was out number 3.
That's Louis for you. Very excitable on the hill.
2 away. And I'll bring up Jake Canner, the third baseman. 2 on, 2 outs. There's a strike. Dennison with 3 strikeouts so far in this game. Swing and a miss.
That underhand delivery of his, he could throw literally all day. Next to no stress on his arm.
Yeah, it's certainly not about velocity for Dennison as he strikes him out. And he'll strike out the side. And we will head to the bottom of the second. Ashland leading 2-0 on HCAM WACA TV and HCAT. Bottom of the second inning, Dylan Ibbotson at the plate. And he'll look at a strike there. Gets a piece of this one up the left side. Gloved by the third baseman. Throw to first. He got him. 1 away.
Not that he's played this field very often, but he did the right thing by charging the ball. It's deadly if you let the ball play you down in that third base area.
That'll bring up Andrew Dennison. He was subbed into the lineup for Dom Cavanaugh. Up high. Inside there, 2-0. Swing and a miss. Andrew Dennison, the younger brother of Louis Dennison. .333 batting average, .333 on base percentage. Takes that one outside. 1 RBI, 3 runs scored for Dennison. Draws the walk. 1 on, 1 out. Nick Calabrese to the plate, the right fielder.
Best punter in American Legion.
He played a big role in the MILB
Sure did.
championship run.
And the year before.
Yep. And he's going to bunt here. Slow roller, picked up by the pitcher. Throw to first. Just in time.
Oh, I don't know.
That is certainly debatable.
You can't debate with him. He's always right.
But that's true. Mike, if there's anyone I trust to make that call, it's Mike Whalen.
Good bunt, though.
2 away. That'll bring up Sam Farrell. Very good bunt. It's very rare that you have a bunt like that and you don't make it.
On a slow grass? Absolutely.
Runner taking off from second. Throw to third. Not in time. A stolen bag for Andrew Dennison. And this is hit high in the air towards center field and caught for the third out. We will head to the top of the third. Ashland Post 77 leads it 2-0 on HCAM, WACA TV, and HCAT. Top of the third inning, a 2-0 Post 77 lead. Stepping in top of the order for Newton, James O'Connor. O'Connor, the starting pitcher for Post 440. And he'll put this one in the air, left side, foul territory. And down it goes, 0-1. Good effort there by Shea Donovan.
Heads up on the check swing, Tom. Coming right at you.
Inside. I'll have to hide behind you.
Yeah, well.
Little low there. 2-1. Foul tip. Two-two pitch coming up. And that is up the right side. And right to Dossis it goes, and he gets the out.
Took a hit away from him.
3 unassisted there. That'll bring up Michael Leary. And this is up the right side. Takes a couple hops. Throw to first. Not a problem. 4-3 for out number 2. Stepping in now is Nathan Hotfuel.
You know what I'm noticing? Because everything is so damp and there was so much water on this field, the hops. There's
And
a bomb.
hit in the air, center field, caught. 1-2-3 they go. To the bottom of the third we go. Post 77 leads it 2-0 on HCAM, WACA TV, and HCAT. Bottom of the third inning. 2, 3, and 4 due up for post 77. Mason Dushney to start things off.
Do you know the pitch count rules in Legion?
I do not.
Because Dawes pitched 100 pitches in that 0-0 matchup.
I believe it's similar to what the MIAA rules are.
Well, high school's been over for a while, so I forgot.
Well, if he threw 100, I think he has to rest for 4 days. This is golfed in the air over to center field. That'll drop in for a hit. Dushney around first, but he will head back to the first base bag. A good piece of hitting there.
Yeah, Larry came in hard, and then he realized he wasn't going to get it. He had to pull up on it, or it might have slid by him. But because it's damp and all this weather, the infield is playing way more true than it normally does when it's the Dust Bowl.
And Neal steps in, fouls that one away. He scored one of the 2 runs in the first inning after reaching on an error.
Like to say hello to Richard Powell, the GM. He's at home nursing a little cold. Well, maybe it's more than a little cold.
We're back safe. Runner slides back. Neal takes a strike.
Slide step by O'Connor. Didn't have a big leg lift there. Hard to read as a base runner.
Up high, runner takes off from first. The throw is going to sail into center field. And Dushney will stay at second base with the stolen bag, and that'll bring up Matt Neal. Neal, a .421 batting average on the season, .542 on base percentage. And this is popped up, foul territory, and out of the reach of everybody.
Middle infielders for Newton are not even anywhere close to Dushney. So he can get a great secondary lead. And is.
Neal, 4 RBIs, 5 runs scored. Takes that one high.
I think Coach Obid is aware of that.
Foul tip. Battle continues.
Well, it's nice to have you back from vacation, Tom.
It's nice to be back.
Little lonely down here.
2-2 the count. Fouled away. Line up and the pitch. And this is a slow roller up the left side. Glove by the third baseman. Throw to first. Gets away. And now Dushney going to advance to third. So an errant throw allows Matt Neal to reach. Second time he's reached on an error. And that'll bring up Tyler Dawes. Tyler Dawes, who's always dangerous at the plate.
While you were gone, I had to call a 18-6 and a 17-5 game by myself. So thank you very much.
Hey, you got some good offense.
Should have brought my sleeping bag.
And this is hit in the air. That'll drop into right field. Here comes Dushney around to score. Neal held up at third. It's an RBI single for Dawes. A 3-0 Post 77 lead. And still no outs in the inning. That'll bring up Shea Donovan. Leg lift and the pitch. Outside. There's the 1-0. And that's fouled off. 1-1.
So I had a game, a high school game, where there was a kid, Shea Donovan, he was catching, and the next night I came down here and there was a Shea Donovan.
Runner taking off from third. It's a bunt. Suicide squeezes on, and the run will score. Ends up being a sacrifice RBI for Donovan.
He's a little bit aggressive.
Makes it a 4-0 game. Dossis moves up to second.
That's a first this year, suicide squeeze.
Yep. I like it.
So when I was looking at the lineups for those two games, I said, wait a minute, there was a Shea Donovan here last night.
There's a couple of them around.
Yeah.
Connor Cowan takes ball one. Good stop by the catcher. One and one.
I don't think Tyler Dossis has washed his pants since last year, I'll tell you.
Up high.
He does play hard, though, I got to say.
And he draws the walk. 2 on, 1 out. 2 more runs have already scored this inning. Dylan Ibbotson, the catcher, stepping in. And he tattoos this ball over to left field, and it is caught. Runner from second is going to, thought about tagging, but is going to stay put instead. 2 away. Andrew Dennison stepping in.
I was just noticing this Newton team, pretty much up and down their lineup, they got some good length to their kids, as opposed to the Ashland Pygmies there, who's much smaller.
They do have quite a bit of height on the roster. Swing and a miss. Hard swing there by Dennison.
Jeez.
Up high. 2 and 1. Down low.
Look good to me.
Three-one pitch. Strike 2. That'll fill up the count.
You going to watch the MLB All-Star game tonight, Tom?
I might turn it on. See what's going on. That's fouled away.
Dossis getting a very greedy lead. Little play on by O'Connor in the shortstop.
Lefty delivers, fouled away.
Double steal on there.
Fouled away. Looked like it was on again.
Yeah, well, the first baseman is playing way behind the runner, so he can get a 30-foot lead. Wow, that's exaggerating. Maybe a 20.
That's fouled off. The battle continues.
Base runners are not happy. They're expending a lot of extra energy.
Leg lift and the pitch. And he fouls that one away. It's the fourth foul in a row.
Andrew Dennison has got his own private cheering squad on the bench.
They appreciate the battle.
He's got to be one of the younger ones that the older guys cheer for.
And outside, he wins the battle and draws the walk. And that'll bring up Nick Calabrese.
Coach Obed wouldn't try it 2 times in a row, would he?
385 average for Calabrese, 429 on base percentage. Dangerous hitter at the bottom of the lineup. And he puts this one in the air. Left side, could be trouble, but it is caught. Good hustle there by James Bombera, the left fielder, for out number 3. But Post 77 does plate 2 in the inning. They lead it 4-0 as we head to the top of the 4th on HCAM, WACA TV, and HCAP. Top of the 4th inning. 4, 5, and 6 due up for Newton. As Goldstein, the right fielder, steps in. And he slices this one up the middle. Off the glove of Dennison it goes. Picked up by the shortstop. The throw off the mark. And now Goldstein going to keep going to second base, and he'll get rewarded that base anyhow. So Goldstein reaches on what was a difficult play to make, but I'm giving it an error due to the throw. Now bring up James Bombera, the left fielder. Line up and the pitch. A little outside. Dennison looks at second and deals. Outside, 2-0.
Dennison's thrown 43 pitches so far.
Down low. Time called by the catcher. 3-0 count.
By contrast, the Newton pitcher O'Connor's thrown 69 or 66, depending on my eyesight.
Newton did have warm-up action earlier, so they could end up making a pitching change.
I went to the dollar store to get some reading glasses today, Tom. Very expensive.
So that explains your mishap with the lineups.
Yeah, it does. They only cost $1.
Walk is drawn by Bombera. Rowan Devlin, the catcher, steps in. 2 on, no outs. Dennison needs time. Fouled away.
Kavanaugh was penciled in as DH to start the game, and Andrew Dennison took his spot in the order. So if things get a little squirrely and tight, you may see Kavanaugh replace Andrew Dennison.
And this is up the right side, glove by Doss's throw to second. They get the out throw back, not in time. And now the throw to third, and the runner back just safe. Well, there's many different scenarios that could have happened there, but they get at least one out.
I think Dawson could have stepped on the bag and had him at second, but I'm not out there playing.
Theodore McCafferty steps in. And he puts this one in the air, over to center field. Caught. Runner from third, gonna tag. Throw in, cut off by Dennison, and a run will score. So sacrifice RBI flyout by McCafferty makes it a 4-1 game.
Farrell's got to be one of the best outfielders in the zone. I got to believe it. He put on some poundage at school. Did some extra workouts. Stronger.
Wakesler steps in. Up the middle it goes, and a diving stop by the shortstop. Draw to first, off the mark. Good effort by Cowan, who almost had him.
Pretty darn close.
Infield single for Wakesler. And now Jacob Canner, the third baseman, stepping in. Swing and a miss. 2 outs in the inning. And Coach Larry wants a timeout. Talk to his hitter. Runners on first and second. A run did score earlier for Newton. But there are 2 outs. 4-1 post 77 lead. Dennison from the stretch. There's a strike.
Two strikes on him, 2 out.
And this is sliced in the air. That'll drop in to left field. Runner at third held up. It'll be bases loaded with 2 outs for Newton. Top of the order coming up, James O'Connor.
Donovan right where he should have been to cut that ball off from Neal in left field.
Down low. The 1-0 pitch. Fouled off.
That's gone.
Down low. Two and one.
With all these games sandwiched in here before Friday, they don't have that many arms left.
Yeah, that's why they're going to stretch Dennison as long as possible. A little high. 3-1. And Dylan Ibbotson and Louis Dennison going to have a chat. No one warming for post 77. Oof, strike. Full count. Up the right side, fair ball. Dossis steps on the bag for the out. And no further damage done at the end of 3.5. It is a 4-1 post 77 lead on HCAM, WACA TV, and HCAT. New pitcher for Newton. Nathan Hotfuel moves over from first base and takes over on the mound. James O'Connor, the starting pitcher, is the new first baseman. And stepping in for post 77,
Sam Farrell. Yeah. The fleet-footed center fielder. I think he ages out this year, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe you are correct. He singled and scored a run in the first inning. And he takes that one inside.
Bent him back a little bit.
Up high, 2-0. Down low. Here's the 3-0. And there's a strike.
Jake Obid in his third year as manager of the post 77 or 7s.
And this is hit in the air over to left field, and that'll drop in for a hit. Farrell around first, heading over to second, and now he is going to keep going to third base, and it is going to be a triple for Sam Farrell.
That's the fleet-footed Sam Farrell I was talking about.
Oh. Farrell was flying, and now Mason Dushney will step in.
He should have been born a deer. He whiz.
That was some serious speed on the base paths. Leg lift and the pitch. And this is sliced up the left side. Nice play by Coach Obid.
You'll believe it or not, Tom, when I was younger, I used to be that fast.
Right.
Right.
I'll take your word for it.
I'll show you pictures sometime.
Here's the 0-1. A little outside. Leg lift and the pitch. Up high. 2-1. There's a strike, 2-2. Dushney has grounded out and singled so far, scored one of the 2 runs in the third inning.
Farrell 90 feet away from getting that run back that they gave up last half inning.
Swing and a miss. Hard swing there. And that is going to be out number 1. That'll bring up Matt Neal. Neal has reached on an error twice and scored 2 runs. up high.
Coach Obid graduated this past spring from University of Massachusetts Amherst. He's going to do some graduate work and get into his dream job of teaching.
Ooh, that hit him.
He's all right. He's all right.
Runners on first and third with one out. Tyler Dossis coming to the plate. He's had a good day. He has walked and singled and drove in a run in the third inning.
Newton manager calling out numbers, see whether they want to throw down a second.
Outside.
Ashland showed nothing on that pitch, so now they're going to have a talk about it.
They'll bring the whole infield to the mound. Runners on first and third, one out.
Now that's a meeting. That's like a town meeting that you cover. That's it. 1, 2, 5.
Going over all the possible
So all
scenarios.
7 of them out there.
Yep.
6 plus a manager.
Dossis steps back in. And he hits this high in the air over to left field, and it is caught. Farrell from third going to tag, and he will score with ease. A sacrifice RBI flyout for Tyler Dossis, and it's a 5-1 post 77 lead. And Neal stays at first. That'll bring up Shea Donovan. Second RBI of the game for Dossis.
Let's see what Ashland does as far as stealing second base here.
Checking at first, or nearly a check-in. Hit in the air, and it is caught. For the third out, post 77, plates a run. They lead it 5-1 as we head to the top of the fifth on HCAM, WACA TV, and HCAT. We are ready for the top of the fifth inning. 2, 3, and 4 due up for Newton. Michael Larry will step in to face Louis Dennison entering his fifth inning of work. So far, so good for Dennison. That pitch slightly outside, 1-0.
I think 2/3 of an inning is official game time. Is that true? 4 2/3?
I believe it is 5.
5.
And that is foul. Fouled off.
Coach Ronan Bates, a UMass Lowell graduate, he's too high a status now to go shag a foul ball. You didn't even take a look at it.
And that's fouled off above us.
Oh, that's a dropsy.
Hit in the air over to left field and caught. And the left fielder calling off Cowan there.
Yeah, I thought that was Cowan's ball all the way.
Neal took care of it. One away.
Calabrese hasn't done anything out there in right field. It's been very quiet for him tonight.
Nate Hotfuel steps in. Swing and a miss. Started the game as the first baseman moved over to pitcher. Swing and a miss. Oh, and 2 the count. And Mike Whalen confirming the hitter didn't go.
Was he loud enough, do you think?
I think so.
Yeah. Just about ready to go fishing for that pitch, and he checked it.
Here's the 1-2. Close. 2 and 2. Sliced foul.
One of you gentlemen on that that's not up this inning.
Count remains 1 and 2. That's fouled off. Swing and a miss. He got him.
Good battle there.
2 away. That'll bring up Caleb Goldston.
Gold State.
Goldston.
I stand corrected.
Ball 1. Outside. 2 and 0. And this is ripped up the middle and bobbled by the shortstop. Throw to first, and it's dropped.
Wow. It's like that ball weighed 50 pounds. It just dropped right out of Dawson's glove.
Goldston reaches on the error. 1 on, 2 outs. James Bomber out of the plate.
Every time you drop an easy one like that, first thing you do is look at the glove. The glove's fault. Nice block.
Certainly was. Bambara has reached both times via a walk. And he puts this one up the left side. Gloved by the shortstop. Throw to first, off the mark, and everyone's safe.
Louis better cover the plate.
2 on, 2 outs. And Got to give that another error.
Yeah, you do. Did a nice job to get to the ball.
I'll bring up Rowan Devlin. There's a strike.
Little wrinkle from Louis Dennison.
Good block there, 1-1. Ibbotson has been a bit busy behind the plate this inning.
I'll say.
Coming home now, up and down.
There's a strike. 1-2 the count. Outside, 2-2.
You've been following 77's Twitter page, right? Remember they had that Gandhi statue one year?
Yes.
What is it this year? A photo of whom?
We'll have to ask Coach Hogan about that.
All right. A photo of Jackson Hornung.
Down low.
But I don't know why.
Full count now. Swing and a miss, and he got him, and he gets out of the jam. After 4.5 innings of play, Post 77 leading Newton 5-1 on HCAM, WACA TV, and HCAT. Bottom of the 5th inning, a 5-1 Post 77 lead. Stepping to the plate, Connor Cowan. Line up and the pitch. Little outside. Cowan has flown out and walked so far today. 2-0. Leg lift and the pitch. Inside.
Pretty good velo. Just got to find the plate.
3-0. And he walks him. I'll bring up Dylan Ibbotson, the catcher. He winds and deals, and this is up the middle through the pitcher's leg. Loved by the second baseman. Throw to first, and they get the out at first.
Well, chopped at that one.
Certainly did. Cowern up to second. That'll bring up Andrew Dennison. Outside. And he gets a piece of this one to right field. Caught. Cowern stays put at second. 2 away. Nick Calabrese to the plate. The lefty awaits the pitch. Down low, runner holds at second.
I think I'm going to do this weekend, Tom. Take in a Cape Cod League baseball game.
There you go.
No admittance fee.
That's always good. And that's sliced foul.
They got a concession stand there. You can bring your little beach chair, sit on a hill, and watch the best college players in the country.
Sounds like a good time. And this is up the left side, gloved by the shortstop. Throw to first is going to get away, and here comes a run to score. It's a 6-1 Post 77 lead. That was a difficult play to make.
Yeah, Speedy Calabrese puts a lot of pressure on you.
Certainly does. Calabrese up to second on the overthrow. Sam Farrell to the plate.
Speaking of problems.
Down low. Runner taking off from second. Throw to third. Not in time.
See him grab that bag on the outside, or the left field side of the base. Smart base running.
Certainly was.
Would have been a long tag for the third baseman.
Up high. Farrell is 2 for 3 today as a single and a triple. 2 runs scored. Takes a strike.
While you were gone, we had 2 or 3 steals of homes, or attempted steals of home.
Really?
Which all blew up. All unsuccessful.
Those are tough. Down low. Good stop there by Devlin. And he draws the walk. That'll bring up Mason Dushney.
So what's next with Farrell? That's the riddle. What does he do?
I think with 2 outs, he stays put.
Nah, he's going.
Actually, that's probably true.
He's going. Look at that lead.
Checking at first. Ball gets away. Here comes another run.
Well, it's the same thing.
It pays off. Calabrese around to score on the errant throw. Post 77 has scored in every inning except the second. They lead it 7-1. And this is hit in the air over to right center, and it is going to be caught for the out. A pair of runs score for Post 77. They lead it 7-1 as we head to the top of the 6th on HCAM, WACA TV, and HCAT. Top of the 6th inning, 7, 8, and 9 due up for Newton. It is a 7-1 Post 77 lead as Theodore McCaffrey steps in. He'll take a strike. Dennison deals. Sliced in the air, right side. Dossis ranging over and makes the catch. One away. That'll bring up Mitchell Wakesler.
What'd I miss?
Not too much. Pop up.
Pop up.
Line up and the pitch. A little outside. 1-0. Fouled away.
I think they sent some post-77 players down to Hopkinton to work game 2.
Set to deliver. Down low. Inside and
I thought it hit him.
yeah, looked like it did.
Oh, well.
But clearly it didn't. Dennison set to deal. Foul. 2-2 the count. Fouled away. Count remains 2-2. And this is hit in the air, left side, and caught. 2 away.
Not much chirping from either bench about the umpires. That's a good thing.
It certainly is.
While you were gone, we had a interesting umpire. That's all. I'll just leave it at that.
I heard some stories.
That went around in text messages to every umpire within 100 miles.
Oh,
boy.
away.
It was... Ew. It wouldn't have been funny if it wasn't sad. It was just... should have been a one-umpire game.
That was outside, 1-1. I heard it was a one-umpire game for a while.
Well, the guy runs out of gas on the way to the game. It's just... That's the excuse, anyway.
Down low.
But back in 2017 or 18, we had that cha-cha-cha umpire that every strike, he would shuffle his feet behind the plate. But this topped that.
Down low. 3-1. Canner is 1 for 2 today. He takes that one low, draws the walk.
Louis still good with his pitch count. Maybe he's hit the 70s. Five below 70, 65. That would be the math.
James O'Connor steps in. Sliced foul.
Oh, right off the beautiful 90-year-old scoreboard. I wonder if it lit up back in its day.
Heard it was very bright. Here's the 0-1. Outside. And this is ripped up the middle. That'll get in for a base hit. 2 on, 2 outs. I'll bring up Michael Larry, the center fielder. Ooh, that hit him. Bases loaded.
No intent on that.
Bases loaded, 2 outs. Coach Obid wants a word. Nathan Hott. Fuel due up. And that's fouled away.
Whoa. He's been hitless on the day with a strikeout.
Played that one right off the knuckles.
A couple of feet lower, it might have taken somebody's head off in there.
There's a strike. 0-2. Dennison needs time. Down low, 1-2.
I think this is Louis' last year for the squad, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe you are correct. Actually, might have one more.
You think? Well, he pitched for Holliston High this year.
And this is up the middle, takes a couple hops, picked up by the second baseman, throw to first, and they get out of the jam. 4-3, 4 out number 3, and it's a 7-1 post 77 lead as we head to the bottom of the 6th on HCAN, WACA TV, and HCAT. Bottom of the 6th inning, third pitcher of the game for Newton. Adam Rubin on the mound to take over for Nathan Hotfueler. Stepping in is Matt Neal. 3, 4, and 5 due up for post 77. There is warm-up action for post 77.
Sam Farrell heating up behind us. You can hear the pop of the glove.
Up high.
A little disappointing this year. You haven't been around, but no alumni have been down this, like Luke Gustafson or Jackson Hornung.
Maybe in the playoffs we'll see a few.
Well,
there's a strike, 1-2. Well, I'm sure they've all been busy with their own
no.
games.
Once a 7 or a 77, always a 77.
Fouled away. 1-2 remains the count. Leg lifty and the pitch. Fouled away. high. 2-2. And he draws the walk. And we'll bring up Tyler Dossis. Dossis has an RBI single, a sacrifice RBI, as well as a walk. Takes a strike.
Interesting delivery. We'll just say unconventional.
Big lead by Matt Neal over at first. Up high. And the runner is taking off. Throw to second. Off the mark. And he is safe.
That was a steal on the pitcher right there. The pitcher's leg lift was so high. As soon as he made his first move, he was off to the second base pillow.
That's inside. 3-1. Well, post 77 is supposed to start their second game at 8. I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think Coach Obed wanted to elongate this game any longer than he had to, but swiping bases and stuff.
And this is ripped up the middle. Lead runner Neal being sent around, and he will score with ease. And it's an RBI single for Dossis. An 8-1 post 77 lead. Shea Donovan to the plate.
They don't have a big bench, Newton, but all their guys seem to know where they're supposed to be as far as cutoffs are concerned. Moving different guys around different positions. I've noticed that.
Up high.
Little bit high.
Just a little bit outside.
Was that a Bob Uecker saying?
Certainly was. Up high, 2-0. Let's take a look at the standings in Zone 5. Ashland 7-0, Natick 4-3, Stoneham 4-3, Newton 2-3, Chelmsford 2-5, Lowell 1-3, Hudson 1-4.
Wow, Lowell took a real dive.
Yeah, they're having a rough year so far. And this is hit in the air, foul.
There were some good battles, Ashland and Lowell.
There certainly was. Some very intense battles between those two teams the past few years.
And announcers and people that run the press box. Good battles going on. Alumni Stadium in Lowell. Foul tip. Yeah.
Ashland will see Lowell twice this week. They'll be on the road Thursday against Lowell and home Friday. We'll have the Friday game for you.
I think I'll go down the Encore and put a bet on the sevens.
Fouled away. I already bet him to win the zone.
Yeah? Well, who's leading the zone anyway?
Post 77.
Okay. Looking for their 8th win of the year.
They lift and the pitch up high. 2-2. Dossis thought about taking off. And they're going to call the pitcher for a balk.
He did balk.
So Dossis awarded second base on the balk. Dossis slight lead at second base. That hit him. Runners on first and second. Here comes Connor Cowan to the plate.
That's their shtick. If they get hit by a pitch, they run down to first base as fast as they can.
I like it. The umpire having a word with the pitcher here.
Probably telling him what he did wrong to balk.
It's very possible. Post 77 with an opportunity to break this game open here in the bottom of the sixth. Down low. Dossis stays at second. Thought about going, but got the stop call from the first base coach. And that is a fair ball. Throw to first is high and gets away. And here comes a run. Dossis is going to score. And now maybe another run. The throw in, not in time. Two more runs score. And all the way up to third goes Cowan.
That was their first defensive lapse of the game.
That was quite an error, allowing 2 runs. And it's a 10-1 post 77 lead.
Well, they allowed Cowan to go 270 feet on a ball he hit about 25 or 30.
Now Dylan Ibbotson steps in. I don't think you'll ever see that again.
Well, not in this lifetime.
1-0 count. And this ball is tattooed to left field, to the wall, and it'll drop in front of the wall. Here comes a run in to score. Ibbotson flying around second, heading to third base, and he's in there with an RBI triple. And now the ball gets away. Ibbotson held up at third. What a piece of hitting that was. Nearly cleared the fence. And now Ibbotson went to third. Now he's going home. The throw. And they got him.
Get greedy. That's what happens.
I think he thought the ball got away again.
Mercy rule is in effect.
Yes, the mercy rule is in effect, and I think maybe that's why he went, since the mercy rule has been put into effect here. And right as the game's coming to an end, my pen died, so I think that works out well.
That's an omen.
Absolutely.
Pen death.
Well, post 77 is going to take it 11-1 here in the bottom of the sixth. Newton 1 run on 5 hits, 8 errors. Ashland 11 runs on 6 hits, 4 errors. The offense outstanding today, and also Louis Dennison outstanding on the mound today as he pitched a very nice game. And he ends up going the whole game, giving up 5 hits and 1 run, striking out 5 as post 77 now 8-0 on the season as they take down Newton via a mercy, 11-1 in the bottom of the sixth. For Nick Cunningham on camera, my broadcast partner Larry Sacklat, I'm Tom Nappy. We thank you for watching Ashland Legion Baseball on either HCAM and Hopkinton WACH.